Hello everyone. I just started to make a video a moment ago. Had to stop. My daughter rang me. My grandson, my cricketer grandson, who is 12, was playing cricket last evening, went to stop a ball and has ripped some ligaments in his shoulder. He's about to be going on holiday. He's got to keep his arm in a sling for 3 to 5 weeks. Bless him. I don't think his collarbone's broken, but we could have done without it, really, bless him. But he's being very stoic, so I don't know how long that will last, but we'll just hope for the best. Anyway, to get on to this project for today, my friend Lucia, whom I met through this wonderful hobby, I saw last time at Newbury at the craft show, and she presented me with this little bag. And in it are a whole bunch of metal buttons that have got lovely impressions on, designs in relief. They're absolutely fabulous. She went through her button box and she's come out with absolute treasure. So one of them, this one, made me think sort of oriental. I don't know whether that is or not. It's like a hashtag almost, but I thought to myself, what could I put a seal on that's oriental? And I remembered I had a kimono stamp. Do you think I knew where to look for it? It's so long since I've used a wooden stamp. I couldn't find it. I thought I had to really think. And then finally I thought, oh, I've got a drawer of wooden stamps. Went to it, and there it was. So what I thought I would do is stamp this onto black card and heat emboss with gold embossing powder. Now, if I want to use a gold seal and have that gold as well, I thought, how can I try and get the colour of the embossing powder close to the colour of my wax? I've got two colours of sort of goldy wax. This is supposed to be bronze and this one's gold. And that is the powder. So what I thought I'd try and do is emboss this first of all with the gold and then mix some of the two colours of wax pellets to see if I can get close to this colour. We will see. I'm just going to light the furnace while we're kind of waiting. Now what do I do with this? How do I do this? Oh, there we go. Ooh, crikey, that's long. Oh, crumbs. Had to buy that on holiday because I wonder if that works. That's probably this. Is that the size of the flame? It's a bit better. Anyway, right. Now, I'm going to do my embossing first of all. So, anti-static brush just over my card first of all. I'm thinking I may cut out a square with this on. It depends. Or I may cut around it. I don't know yet. I'll kind of see how I go. So, some Versamark. Ink up the stamp. And I'll put it in a bit of a space so that I've got room around it to... I've got out a couple of squared eyes just to see. Right. There's my kimono. I'll just heat emboss this. Oh, that one bit didn't look too thick. We'll see. We will see. Oh, it's okay. We're okay. I think we're in business. I like to jiggle the embossing powder around a little bit before tapping it off, just to make sure that all the little bits of Versamark have grabbed a bit. Right, I'm just going to heat this up. Don't you think that's glorious? It's a very, very old stamp. It is Hobby Art Limited, a British one, just called Kimono, but it's very, very, very old. And I don't know if you saw, but I actually blew out the, the candle with my heat tool. So let's just try and light it again. The candle's very nearly on its last legs, I think. I think it might be. Let me just, let's get a new one. Have I got a new candle in my box? This is a long way off, but still. Never mind, let's try this chap. I'll just trim the wick slightly. But this is a short, I don't know if you can see the difference. This is a short candle, and this one is better in one of these, so perhaps I'll use this one instead. Let's use this one. Right, we'll get there in a mo. If you use one of those deep tea lights in one of these, it becomes very, very close to the underside of the spoon, and so, you know, that's when you get a bit of blackening of the spoon. So I'm going to use one of these. I tend to keep I've got such a lot of spoons. I tend to keep them, so I'm not wasting wax that's left in there. So I think I'll put one of those and one of these lighter ones and see what it looks like for colour, to try and match with that gold embossing powder. I think the gold by itself will be a bit bright, and the bronze will be a bit too dark, but who knows. While that's just heating, I think I'll try cutting it out with this first of all and see if I like the look. If I don't, I will cut it out by hand carefully. So just let's pop a bit of low tack tape on this. Keep thinking about poor old Sebby and his shoulder. Let's get this in the centre. Put some on the other side too. My cutting machine is now behind me. This mat is so much bigger, and my desk is just my daughter's old dressing table. Just cut it out. Here we go. Now, often when I do wax seals, I add just a little gilding wax as well, just to highlight some of the features of it. So what I was thinking was, if I'm going to mount this, I love black and gold together. If I'm going to mount this mirror card probably is going to, I want a tiny bit, might be a bit bright. So when I've got the seal and everything sorted, if I don't like this, I will cut a larger square out of white and just use a bit of gilding wax on the edge to highlight that. Right, this looks like it's melting. So where is my cocktail stick? Do I have one in here? This is where I keep some of my spoons and handles. There's none in there. I'm going to have to use a pokey tool, but I will try not to make it scratch in there. Let me see. Here we go. Doesn't look too bad to me, that. I think that might kind of do. Let's just see. If it's not, I'll add a little of the darker one. Sorry, the lighter one. Let's just try. Here we go. See what it looks like. Hold this with a pair of tweezers. These ones have got like little grippy bits in there, which I find quite useful for holding onto a button. Right, we leave that for a moment and see what we think. Now, I will try a bit of this gold and see what it looks like. I'll just cut a square from this. I do prefer to cut with a die because the edges are so much neater, so much nicer than a trimmed edge, which is just flat. Let's try one of these. I'm being prepared not to like it, so we'll see how we go. Right. It's the seal that's going to decide it for me, whether I want to use it or not. Right, let's take a look. Oh, I know what I didn't do. I didn't put a little hand sanitizer on. There it is. Now let me just get my... Let's have a look. You see, it's not quite bright enough at the minute, but if I use some gilding wax on it, and I've got a little old eye makeup. I'm not quite sure. This is because it's backwards. I think I might have to do the whole thing, actually. Let's just see. What do we think about this? I think we have had to do the whole thing, haven't we? In which case it matches anyway. So let's put the lid on this. Let's blow that out. Whoops, daisy. There we are. What do we think? I don't think that's too bad, actually. Do we need a sentiment? I need slightly less wax than that, really, don't I? And press a bit harder. We'll see. We'll see. Let me just join these together. I'll pop a bit of tape runner on the back. Get the 3 sides right, the 4th one should work out properly. I always look at that and that, and the bottom one should sort itself out. Right. Doesn't look quite right. You've only got moments to do this before the tape runner adhesive really grabs hold for good. That's better. There we go. There we are. Right. I don't know what the sentiment would be. I think I might try one more time with that. And because I'm going to be having this wax seal on, I'm not going to put any foam tape underneath this because it will make it too fat and then the postage will go up. So we don't want to pay more than we need to for sending things through the post. I will try one more of those. Let's just, I'll light it up again. I should have blown it out, should I? Right, here we go. Light it up again. This has got a safety, what's it? So you have to do two things at once to make it ignite. Right. Why don't I use that one? No, I'll use this one and just put one light one in. So there's a little bit of dark. And I'll just put one light one. That'll probably be enough. Let's just see. Okay. And the way to clean out your spoon is just to, when it's still warm, with a wad of paper towel. It looks, I was surprised actually by the impression because just wondering if I could get it back the other way to get the seal this way round. What I could use, can't think at the moment. Can't think at the moment. Let's just see if this is a better colour. Just a mix of the what was left in the spoon plus the lighter one may be enough to have it without all the gilding wax on it. Let's just see. Still looks quite dark, doesn't it? Right. Let's try this chap. That's probably enough. Let's see. My tweezers, my button, and press. These ones you do have to do more pressing with because there's no weight to the buttons at all. When I'm using regular wax seals, the weight of the head plus the handle is often sufficient just to give the impression I need, but with these buttons I do have to actually press. Let's see if this is a better effort. How are we going? Not quite ready yet. I'm going to blow this out. Right. Do I need a sentiment, I wonder? Who knows? Right. Let's see. It's coming. That's better. I think that's better as is, don't you? I may just highlight the edge of that one with the gilding wax. I think I'll leave it like that. Just the edge of the gilding wax, do you think? Set a bit more on my applicator. Let's just see. There we go. I think that'll do. And this is going to be stuck on with some glue dots. Don't know where to put it though. I quite like it in the middle at the back there. I can't decide. I'm having a bit of wondering what I'm going to do. Maybe there. Right, let's just stick it. Let's just do it. Somebody said to me they'd love to see the finished card, but the thing is, it takes me a while sometimes to decide what to do and where to put it. So the card that appears finished on my community tab or on Facebook or on Instagram has probably had a bit more cogitation, if you know what I mean, after I've, so say, made all the elements, and I haven't quite got around to deciding exactly what I'm going to do to finish the card off. And I don't like to kind of rush too much sometimes and do things that I may regret afterwards. So that's the reason. Let's see if I've got some larger glue dots. Yeah, these are better. Okay, put this on the back. Those middle bits of the button have practically gone right through the wax. There we go. Sticking to my finger. There we go. It's finished. So as ever, thank you so much for watching. I hope you give it a thumbs up. I hope you'll have fun with whatever you're doing today. And do take care. Thank you so much for watching.